Hello students, Miss Emerson here. I'm going to show you how to complete part one of the 13 Colonies Summative Assessment. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into week 6 lessons. I suggest that when you're finding your lessons or various places, instead of using this way to find your materials, I would actually click on the material page. It will make things easier because there are notes here and links, excuse me, to various places that you'll need, but you'll also be able to see the descriptions of what the topics are in each folder. Because for the summative, you're going to need to go back to your lessons 1 through 12 to find information, as well as use a couple of websites. So that will make it easier for you if you go in and look at your lessons that way, because it will tell you the topic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open your assignment, and here it is. This is 13 Colonies Summative. And I have some information that I wanted to add here. Let's see, find your, sorry, that's a little confusing. Let's skip that for now. What you're going to do is you're going to complete this chart. This chart will contain almost every important idea from the whole unit on the 13 colonies, starting with lesson 2. I don't think lesson 1 has much in it that would be on here. That was just an introduction. So you're going to complete this, but how are you going to do that? Well, the way you're going to complete this and find the information for this is, as I said before, you'll go back to your Schoology lessons. So we'll go back to the folders, okay? And we will in the materials section. And like I said, if you look here at the topics, it will tell you the information in each folder. So just remember that. We'll go back to that. Okay, so here's an example. This is what it might look like, except yours is a different topic. This is ancient Rome. This is a different area of the world. But this is kind of an example. It's a little bit more simple than the kind of quality work that I want you to do, but at least you can see what kinds of information goes in each box. So for example, describe why this location is different from other places in the world. Well, Rome had the strongest and largest empire in the world at the time. Here are reasons to visit. Well, you could see these people called gladiators. You could see the architecture, which are beautiful buildings, and art. And of course, again, ours is going to be different because it has a different topic, but it's the same way of doing it. Okay? Now, as you find information, you're going to record here in this area where you found the information. So this is called a bibliography. You probably have seen this before. And a source is where you find your information. Okay, so did you find it from a website? Which website was it? Did you find it from a book? Which book was it? Where was it? Now, notice here, when you're doing your research on the internet, no Wikipedia. It says here to use at least 2 websites for your notes, no Wikipedia. Now, I've given you a couple of examples, so you can see example 1 here. I copied a website address here, and this is an example, just from one of the websites that I told you. Here's an example for how to record which lesson you found something from. So if you're going back to a lesson, then you would put Schoology lesson, and then you would say the lesson number and then the title of that lesson. That way I can see exactly where you found your information. You will lose lots of points if this is not filled out. You will only get probably, I don't know, 5 points or something like that, because you didn't tell me where you got it. Okay, so back to this. I suggest that you do is, do these one at a time, of course. And so if you want to stop the video after each section that I talk about, you can do that. What I'm going to do is make this window smaller so that I can have another tab open for my research at the same time. And that tab might be Schoology. So I think what I'm going to do is take my Schoology and pull that tab. You drag it, just like you drag and drop. I'm going to put that tab here so I can see the lessons. And then I will use this tab to do some research using the other websites. Now this gets pretty small, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this zoom here, and I'm going to make it, let's see if 100% will do it. I think 100% is good for my eyes anyway. Whoopsie. And so we're going to do one of these at a time. It goes 1, 2, there's number 3, 4, etc. And there are blanks for you to type into. So, oops, that blank probably shouldn't be there. I put blanks in here for you to type into, and so you just have to click twice in order to be able to use it. So some of these are more difficult than others, but in this one, I want you to think about what made the 13 colonies different from other places. For example, there was lots of land that people could that they could get there. It was wide open. This is kind of an idea that you have to come up with yourself from reviewing the information that you've already learned. Okay, so if I were you for this one, I would go back. I'm going to look in the lessons first because, that probably would be easier. And the first time, let's see, it doesn't say anything about the 13 colonies here. So, here we go. 13 colonies topic, introduction. So it's going to have information here and then 13 colony regions. So I'm going to start with week 3 and I'm going to start with one of the lessons. Now I have more lessons in there because I have level 1 and level 2. But you're going to open the level 2, 13 colonies. And you're going to kind of review the information. Whoopsie, I don't want people to see other people's grades. Didn't mean for you to do that. You'll go back to yours. And let me see. I don't know how you're going to open yours up, but let's see. Questions. Where's preview? There's preview. So if you want to go through this again this way, you can, but you can go back and look at your results. Remember, if you've got any of the information incorrect on these lessons, you don't want to use that same information on the chart here. So you better go back and figure out what the correct answer is if you're going to use information from here. Okay, so let's see. This tells us what a colony is. It was thousands of miles away across the ocean. Talks about the first colonies here in Massachusetts. And these are all the 13 colony names. All right, so let's see if we can get some information here. Let's see, well, we know why they came. All right, so that information could be used later, so I might want to keep this open. Okay, here are reasons that people came. Okay, all right, so you might talk about the resources that were there, some of the opportunities. So you're going to have to come up with this yourself because you're going to make a brochure to encourage people to come back to or come to visit or settle in the colonies. So let's move on to this one. And we want to give 3 reasons. Let's go to number 2. These are questions that you come up with on your own. And how do you come up with these questions? Well, you can just go back and look at information here. We already have the 13 colonies lesson open, okay? So 13 colonies were divided into 3 regions. So what I might do is say, okay, how many regions, or what were, let's see, oh yeah, how many regions are the colonies divided into? Question mark. 3. Now you have to answer it, so you use the information. 3. And then I would put New England. Let me do this. T-H-R-E-E. New England. Okay. Middle and southern regions. Okay. So you're just finding the questions here from the, the things that you read here. Okay. You could put, it's your choice. It's a question and then an answer to that question. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on because we're running out of time. All right. In this section, what you want to think about is why people came to the colonies. Remember that we probably have that in this lesson here, but that's something that we studied throughout the lessons. Okay. As a matter of fact, I noticed, oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to do something. Let's go back. Sorry about that. I used information from here, from lesson 8. So I have to record that here because that question came from lesson 8. So I'm going to put Schoology lesson 8, and then I'm going to put the title, okay? And the title is 13 American Colonies. That's on my bibliography page. I'm going to enlarge this so you can see. So that's on that page, okay? Again, you have to tell me, if you're going to get credit for this, you have to tell me where you found your information. Now, quickly, I'm going to show you how to use the websites. So let's do this. We could get the reasons from here, but you also have to use a couple of websites. So what we're going to do is it lists a couple websites up here that you can use. One of them is Social Studies for Kids. One is Ducksters.com. So what you have to do in the search bar is you have to write 13 colonies. Whoops, and it's already there for me, but you would have to type it out. 13 colonies. You always have to put that first because there's so many topics on this website. 13 colonies. What I'm looking for is why people would want to settle there. Another way of saying that is why people came to visit. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. Ooh, why the colonies were established. Oh, look at that. Let's see, there were new jobs, right? Let's see, I'm going to keep reading on though. It has its unique history of why or how it was founded. Many colonies were founded by religious leaders looking for religious freedom. There we go. Okay, religion. Okay, so religious freedom, I'm going to put that in here. Okay, I'll type that in there. And then what I'm going to do is right away, since I use that website, I'm going to copy and I'm going to go back here. I'm going to paste it. Okay, paste it right in there. Boom. All right, and there's the link. Now I can see where you got some of your information. That's how you do your bibliography. That's how you find your information. If you have further questions, I want you to go through this again, make sure you study it, listen carefully to the video, do one part at a time, and that'll help you to get started. Otherwise, contact Miss Kay or Miss Emerson and do your best work. This is a summative assessment. Thank you. Bye.